How deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your...
Now, class. Class, please pay attention. Text Uncle. Text Uncle. You're children. Why do you all need cell phones?
Safety.
Emergency.
Safety. Educational.
Could you at least set them to vibrate? That's it. Everything in the box. No more gizmos in this class.
As Brooks stated, it all started on April 3, 1973, when the first handheld phone call was made by Dr. Martin Cooper. This ushered the new dawn of communication, forever changing communication efficiency throughout the world. Phones have developed all the way from pre-standardization, or 0G, all the way to native IP, more commonly known as 4G, in surprisingly under 50 years. 0G phones were just about as basic as it could get, as you were only allowed to call people connected to your network. Thankfully, AT&T built the analog mobile phone system, which was the creation of 1G. Fast forward 15 years into the 1990s, the introduction of SMS messaging with 2G was experienced, and the accessibility of download features became a big hit. On to the modern day. 3G implementation transmission services such as TV and radio, while 4G increased the speed and efficiency of phones. Phones have gone from non-flip phone features all the way to now being able to browse the web with instant speed. And as all these advancements may sound appealing, a massive increase in phone usage with all the added features has caused a decrease in interpersonal communication and self-awareness in situations like face-to-face conversations.
And remember, tomorrow we have a test. You're paying attention? Pay attention. We're having a test tomorrow.
Hey, dude, what did I miss? Dude, pay attention.
Anyone? The Great Depression passed the...
Professors have started to block laptops from classes, some possibly also cell phones. And it might seem like in this tech-savvy world, like, we need that stuff. How could you ban it? But we've got some information for why it might be a good idea to ban it, and it has to do with how much you guys are using your digital devices during class when you're not supposed to. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln had a... Bernard McCoy is a teacher there. He did the study. He looked at 777. So in terms of what the students think about the way they use their devices, 80% say that it interferes with their learning. So many of them believe that they're not learning as much as they would, but only less than 5% think that it's a big distraction. That's what they say. That isn't necessarily true. But 91% oppose banning the devices in class. In terms of what they do, 86% text in class. Supposedly, they check their phones at least 11 times a day. Most of it is for texting. 66% sending emails or checking different social networks. I don't send emails from my phone, but anyway. And 55% say that they're driven to do so by...
A Japanese phone network created this animation to show what would happen when cell phone ownership reaches 100%. What a mess.
As one can see, the world is beginning to be swarmed by the increased usage of cell phones on the day-to-day basis. According to Melinda Knight, a study found that 90% of students use their mobile devices throughout the day, masking them from social opportunities an average of 5 times in a typical day. This number seems to be quite alarming, as so many networking possibilities, friendships, and learning opportunities could be missed because someone is too warped in social media or texting their friends. Also, the fact that we are guilty of using our phones too much seems to be eye-opening. In a research performed by Jin Baray and Namki Park, a poll showed that the more usage on mobile devices had a direct correlation with factors such as speed, speech anxiety, listening barriers, and a lack of interview skills. These results should be expected as we're missing out on the face-to-face interactions throughout the day, which also can be known as interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication is so essential to the development of a person that it begins to make me wonder, how can interpersonal communication be improved over time if people are swaying away from more and more from going out and talking in person? Consequently, we will showcase poor interpersonal communication skills due to cell phones, but our solution should be a simple step in the right direction toward the future.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
It's hard for me to explain why that was the case. Just take my word for it.
Douglas, tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, you see, I started... Oh, my bad, hold on. Oh, that's okay. Sorry, B, but you know how I go. Busy man. Yeah. Really got some business on the side. Time's been tough. That's why I'm trying to get this job with you. You get what I'm saying? So, alright, alright.
So you're highly motivated and energetic.
According to Chapter 1 of the book, Thinking Through Communication by Sarah Trenholm, communication courses help students gain not only a better understanding of communication, but more control over how they communicate. In the article, Communication Trends in Engineering Firms, written by Ann Keene, these communication classes have helped undergraduate engineering students perform better in the workplace. Keene's research shows that engineering students need to be taught group communication skills, negotiation skills, listening skills, and telephone skills.